All right, welcome to Hattrick Podcast with Mike and Leo. And now I realize that's over how many episodes we've done, and I never actually introduced myself. I'm Michael.
And I'm Leo. So
That's right.
now you have the voices to the names.
That's right, because we have always new listeners, right?
Yeah, so
And
we
we
probably
whenever we have guests, sometimes they bring new listens as well.
yeah, and their own voice, and you're probably like, okay, who are these people?
Exactly.
You see some pictures of us, and you're like, okay, which person
Which
has...
one is the ugly one?
Which one
Trick
has
question.
that
They're
nice...
both ugly.
Yeah, I thought you had the answer, but you're wrong. Which one had the nice, seductive voice? That's Leo. That's me. That's
You fuck. Every time, man, they're like, every time people hear this, they're like, yeah, Leo has a really good radio voice. Michael, fuck that guy. Just fuck that guy. His voice is annoying. Why does he have a podcast? People have never said this, but
no, not at all. It's all about pacing.
Pacing.
You get it nice and close.
Don't
and personal.
talk too fast.
And
But since for our new listeners, if we have any, the concept of the show is we have a hat. We have topics in the hat. We pick 3 out during the show. And also, if you guys stick around, we have a lightning round, a really fun lightning round for you guys to listen to. So, Leo, I think you pick first this time.
Sure, I'm gonna pick first. But before we get into it, I introduced Michael to prior to actually just recording this to emulators.
Oh, God.
So
Thank you, Jesus Christ, Leo DeLeo.
and so basically, I told Michael, I'm like, hey man, do you know you can get like N64 games on your phone? He's like, what? How? What? Really? I mean, it's a pretty common thing. There's a bunch of things, but Michael never knew how to do it. And I'm like, here, you just go here, you just grab this, and yeah, you illegally download that, and then
Shh, they're listening. I don't know how they're listening. It's not like we have mics or anything.
yeah,
Shit.
and then afterwards, you just do a couple of things here and there, and I should probably edit that part out. Sorry, you download. So got Michael into emulators, and yeah, you download this, and you download something like that, and then you got Banjo-Kazooie on your phone, and Michael he looks
Yeah.
at me, and it looked like a kid on Christmas. He just gives me this hug, like, oh my god,
Thank you.
thanks, Dad. Just like, no problem,
I know.
kiddo.
I could play all the Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie, Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Mm-hmm.
God, thank you.
No problem, buddy.
You're a god. You're a god. And now with you being
it's
a
like,
god,
it's like basic computing 101, but like
I mean, I could look it up, but
You're
have I
like,
looked it up?
no.
Now I have all these work and assignments coming up, and now I'm gonna play N64 because of you.
Rest in peace to your grades, buddy. It's okay.
You bastard. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna love it.
Okay.
I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna try and be responsible with my work. Try.
I'm just constantly just filling up this hat until
While you're
here.
looking at me.
Yeah.
Okay, finally you got something.
Okay, let's figure this. This is one of yours. I could tell it's one of yours.
Yeah, I rap it weirdly.
Yeah.
Sorry. Whatever.
Oh fuck! It was like folded, and I'm like, what? Where's the rest of it? And I'm like, oh, it folded the thing. Most influential movie which made you a man.
That's yours.
No, that's yours, man.
No, that's definitely yours. I never said. Can I see the writing? It doesn't really
Most
matter.
influential movie which made you a man. Oh, maybe it is mine. I don't know. I can't.
Yeah, that's definitely your right. I don't write like that. I don't write that poorly.
Wow, you fucking ass. Oh,
Anyway.
it is mine. Okay.
Okay. Most influential movie that made you a man.
Fucking tell you right now.
Okay.
Predator.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah.
Remember we actually watched it like a couple nights ago, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, dude, you cannot watch this movie without growing a mustache just immediately right afterwards. Like,
Yeah.
like the Grinch, my beard grew 3 sizes after watching Predator.
Made you want to work out so badly.
Yo, honestly, and it's got like the sickest handshake ever.
That's right.
It's just Dylan,
You son of a bitch.
Yeah, yeah.
Arson's gonna love that.
Yeah, there's so many. There's so like, man, it's just if testosterone was a movie, it's that.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, 80s action movies like Commando and stuff like that, all the Arnold stuff, and even like Rambo 2, and it's just testosterone driven. But yeah, Predator was like one of those films where I saw it,
yeah.
and I'm like, okay, what's this, right? And then I think I was like 13 or 14 at the time. Gabriel, my brother, he introduced me to
Oh,
it.
really?
Yeah,
Nice.
he showed me
Nice.
it because I think he just bought it on DVD.
Yeah.
And then yeah, because he always loves looking at like just these different like alien type creatures. He went through like this phase where he loved like Alien, Predator, like Gremlins and stuff like that.
Oh, cool.
So he picked up Predator. I'm like, okay, what the hell is this? Watching it with him and like holy shit, man! If you never watched Predator, it's
Yeah.
like
Most manly movie.
yeah,
ever.
like you want to build like a cabin afterwards and shit. Like you want to just like, man, you want to like freaking hunt animals and shit.
God. Well, fair enough. I mean, definitely Predator is up there.
Yeah.
Do you have like another one?
Expendables.
All these are action movies.
Yeah, but like,
Fair.
but it's like it's such a like a dude like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, Expendables is like on crack. It's like they got like every action star, you know,
Yeah.
and in every movie that those dudes were in, they're just like, gotta do this, gotta save the world, explosions, and you're just like,
Just a bunch of oil and dirt on them.
you're just there with like your boys. You're like, yeah, we gotta go and save the world, and just fucking, and you get smashed or whatever, and you're like,
Yeah, it's true. That's a good one. I mean, actually, the first one that came up to my mind was actually a lot different than yours. Funny enough, I think the first movie that made me into a man was probably Dead Poet Society.
Never seen it actually.
Never seen that one.
No.
Okay, so it's one with Robin Williams, and he's a teacher. So he teaches this class.
Oh yeah, no,
So okay,
I know the basic premise, but
the
yeah,
basic
fill it
premise
in,
for the
our
some of the
listeners here.
audience that they don't know. Teaches this class at a prep school, private school, and they're very upright, very very like just they have to stick up their asses. Let's be honest.
Mhm.
Not necessarily the kids, but more so just the teaching, right?
Yeah.
Now this great movie, obviously Karate Kid is one of my favorite movies of all time. And Mr. Miyagi said, "There's no such thing as a bad student. There's only such thing as a bad teacher." I kind of disagree with that, but I agree with the idea of it. I agree with the idea of it. Anyway, so Robin Williams is a teacher that does it really differently. Doesn't teach English the kind of the normal way. He does it in a very expressive way. Talks to kids about how poetry is really helpful for them, and this is all like young men, right? So generally, when you're a young man, you think that poetry and that kind of thing is really like it's definitely not a man thing, right? And I don't know. I like that movie because it just showed me that it's good to be different, and you can still be different in a more society, in a place when it's everybody wants you to be like straight tied, you know what I mean? Like straight edged.
Yeah, the kind of like linear.
Yeah, linear. Yeah.
You know, yeah.
Yeah, like just like one of the other people. Like you're just a number basically.
Yeah.
So in a way it made me a man because I don't know, it kind of inspired me more so. I liked those kind of movies. Another one was really good. Another Robin Williams movie that kind of made me get a little become more of a man too was Good Will Hunting.
Mm-hmm.
So that's another good one. That's where he basically is Matt Damon's therapist.
Yeah.
And it's cool. It's cool. I don't know. I think he does it in he listens to Matt Damon such a good way, and he basically lets Matt Damon discover everything. You know what I mean? And Matt Damon takes everything all the other therapists kind of like as a joke, but Robin Williams kind of turns it on its head and says like if you do this, you're a joke. You know what I mean? And it got a good conclusion and everything like that. And Ben Affleck is in that movie too. And I like that kind of movie. That's maybe not more so like the Predator, Expendables action movies.
Like,
although I do love that movie. All those movies, I'm not so much about Expendables. It's whatever.
I mean, I haven't seen Expendables in so long. I just remember you and I went to go watch that.
We did, yeah. I mean, Terry Crews is a fucking badass in that movie. He pulls out a shotgun, I think it was.
Was it AA-12?
Yeah.
It's automatic.
Yeah.
Automatic shotgun.
Okay, that's badass.
Just so like
yeah.
It was literally just it's testosterone. Like you just go in, you have your needle, and just like just slap your arm a little bit, like. and then
I'm ready.
okay, just inject that shit, and then
Yeah. Fair enough. And
Well,
that's so. I just my question to you, Leo, is
Yes.
why does testosterone-filled movies make you feel like a man?
um,
I'm gonna make a therapist out of myself
Those-
and then try and
trying to-
try and interrogate you.
I think it's just. I mean, I always like. I don't know. I think I'm a very excited individual. I'm chill,
Okay.
but I'm excited, and I like. And I've kind of grown out of like action movies a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's just those films that have stuck with me when I've seen them. Like they're such a fundamental part of like at least growing up, and you just remember like those moments where you just had those breakthroughs,
Sure.
oh, I remember watching this film. It was this, and they're such monumental parts of your life. I guess just watching those movies when I was whatever 14, 13, 14, right? I was just hitting that age, right? Just like, okay, I'm growing up, whatever. I'm in like high school and this and thing, and everything's like changing.
Yeah.
And then you just see these dudes in the movie that are like, fuck, man, they know what they're doing. They have like, and not exactly like what they were doing, like the whole fucking killing shit and
Yeah.
action and explosions, but like they were just like, they're on their mission or whatever. I'm like, man, like, and I think that subconsciously that's kind of like embedded itself into like my head.
Okay.
Where I'm just like, okay, yeah, I want to be as focused as like these dudes. They know what they're doing. Like they're on a fucking mission. They're gonna stop at nothing to get it done.
Sure.
Like a Predator, Arnold's like, I want to kill that fucking alien.
Yeah.
Kill this thing, right?
Well, I think
He's
the interesting thing is that how many evolutions or how many ways they try and get it. Yeah, like how many like they try everything and then they finally figure it out and then it becomes just a one-on-one battle at the end. Which is what you were saying, right, about Predator. It's like the middle is kind of like filler for you almost in a way, although it is really good. The best part is like the beginning and the ending.
Yeah.
When it's just the Predator and Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, and then afterwards you're just watching that and you're like, okay, yo, this dude's okay. He's got to like do it, right? He's got to like beat the thing. But yeah, so as a kid, growing up and you're just trying to make sense of the world you're living in. Maybe those films are not like the best example in general, but for me, I was just like, okay, like what I got from it, even though it's just excitement and stuff like that, it's like, it's the drive, it's like the mission. Like, hey, you got to get this shit, like you got to get this shit done.
Yes.
And and I'm like, I guess that's you got to be a fucking man. And I know a lot of people are probably gonna listen to it.
I'm like, oh god,
this is fucking toxic masculinity.
I know, dude.
And stuff like that to like the most primal degree.
Yeah.
To people, like to those people, I'm like, yeah, you can have that opinion and you're entitled to it, but you can fuck right off. And those movies are amazing.
Actually, okay, this has nothing to do with the movie, but it kind of actually brings me to a point that happened. So I was playing hockey not too long ago, and I was playing. So I was just really emotional, not upset, not necessarily angry, but I just had like I can just feel like the emotions bubbling at the surface. So I'm playing where I'm not playing well. I'm playing pretty poorly. So I get into a bit of an altercation with somebody.
Is this the same group that
group of people I play hockey with? That's right.
Can I halt on this story?
What?
I am sorry to interrupt you, Michael. Okay, for those that are listening, the group of the people that Michael plays with and plays hockey, they are the worst group of people I've ever seen in my life.
They're pretty bad. They're pretty bad.
They're pretty like this is pickup hockey, folks.
Yeah,
and they're playing like they gotta get like they're trying to get drafted into some sort of league
big
or some
men's league or something like that.
big men's league.
Yeah.
Let me tell you a story, folks. Quick story. I played with them once, thinking it's like pickup hockey because I'm like I used to do that every now and then, and I'm shit. Like I know I'm shit.
You're not too bad.
I'm like whatever, right? But I'm there to like have fun.
Yeah.
No, these guys were here to win. After I finished playing with them,
one of the guys was
one of the guys was like to Michael, yeah, don't bring your friend back ever again.
I was like, oh, okay, that's harsh. You weren't that bad. I just think it was. I don't know. I think they're kind of harsh.
And I'm just like, I'm like, listen, dude.
One of the guys I played with played as high as, even though he's like an older man, he's like 45 years old, played AAA hockey.
That's cute. Like my cousin's doing that.
Dude, that means they're good. Like that means you could tell when somebody plays like ice hockey high up. Yeah. I haven't, so you could tell like for me I don't have like those kind of skills. Mm-hmm. But you could tell when somebody does. Dude, like you don't forget that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but you could have those skills. It's just devotion of time. You know what I mean? Like my cousin, he's very like he's in. I think he's AAA or he's AA, just about to hit AAA.
Okay, I mean,
but
he's still like really impressive.
He plays all year round.
Yeah,
and like 3 different teams. He's like always hustling and hustling, right? Wow. And it's just once you spend time into doing stuff. Yeah. I think it.
How old is he?
He's 13.
Oh, he might. He's actually close to possibly being drafted in the OHL. I think you get drafted when you're like 15 or 16. I forget which one it is.
I think yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway,
he's high up though.
Yeah,
it's really
he's
high.
He's got a buddy of his, and I went to see him play. Like his buddy's like fucking sick, and together.
Really?
Yeah, his buddy's AAA for sure, and I think my cousin he's like AA. I think he's AA or just approaching AAA. Mm-hmm. But yeah, they're both like he's sick, and when he teams up with his buddy on the ice, fuck man,
that's
like
cool.
they're like 2 peas in a pod, and it just
nice.
Yeah, I think I told you about their team.
No, I think you told me about your cousin. You told me about your cousin, but I don't know he was that high up.
They were playing on this. Actually, say your story first, and after I'll go back to that.
All right. Okay. So, basically my whole point is that I got into an altercation. Mm-hmm. It was over a stupid thing. He was like kind of talking back to me. I told him to shut the fuck up. Then he kind of mentioned a comment, like. So at one point I kind of bear hugged him. So if you can kind of imagine somebody wrapping your arms around somebody, I didn't touch him, but that's what I was trying to do to get the ball. I only did it for like a second, and he was kind of upset about that. He was upset about another thing I did, which is perfectly fine. The bear hugging is, in all fairness, probably you shouldn't do that. Anyway, so he mentioned that, and then he mentioned he went back at me and he's like, next time you bear hug me, why don't you just blow me? So that's when I set off. Dude, that's when I blew off.
These people are fucking shitty ass people.
I know. And in all fairness, I said some things I shouldn't have said.
Man, I'm getting fucking.
No, I didn't say anything like homophobic like that, because like I think that's bullshit. That's bullshit. But like it pissed me off, and anyway, so I was really angry about it, and some people on my team were upset about it too. Just because they know I'm a pretty nice guy, and I don't really start shit with anybody. Yeah. Anyway, so the next week I played, he was playing goalie. Yeah. So
should have just fucking hacked him in the head.
I went up to him I went up to him straight up, and I'm like, I tapped on my pads. I'm like, hey man, you ready to play tonight? Ready to play goalie? He's like, it is what it is. Talk with him a little bit, just because. Look, toxic masculinity. You want to hit him. You want to say a lot of bad shit to somebody.
Listen, man, I can tell you right now, in the core of my fucking chest right now. Yeah. I don't even know who this guy looks like. I want to fucking smack him in the face, and it's like it's burning me, Mike. It's burning me from the inside.
No, and that's sort of a natural reaction. Yeah. But the only thing is that you don't need a fight to prove that you're a man.
No,
you know what I mean, and you don't need to yell back. Literally, you can just be proud of who you are. Don't be insecure, because I think the second that you pop off at somebody, you're a little bit insecure in a way, whether you realize it or not. Like you're insecure about somebody telling you to blow him. You know what I mean? While it's definitely not right of him, it's really immature of him for an older man, especially literally double my age at least.
Yeah, but you know what?
But the fact is that you can be a bigger man, which I did. So I told him, hey, I just talked with him a little bit. You know what I ended up doing? I scored 3 goals on him that night.
Nice.
So
yeah, fuck you, dude. You can hold Michael's nuts, you fucking piece of shit goalie.
No, I mean he's a good goalie, and I told him after. He's like, and I talked with him after. I'm like, hey man, good game tonight. He's like, oh man, you scored 3 goals on me. I'm like, yeah, but you robbed me a few times too. So it's okay. It's just hockey.
Listen here, you fuck. If you're listening to this, listen here, you fuck. If you're listening to this, I see you again. You treat my boy with some disrespect. I'm gonna break your fucking ankles. I'll send you to a retirement home fucking 10 days early. You stupid hoe.
No, come on, don't. No, you're fine. It's all good. It's all good, Leo. I know you're just saying it in fun.
I'll break your fucking legs, you.
Okay, you're getting in depth with this. So what were you talking about your cousin? Your cousin.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, they're fucking they're sick.
Yeah.
Sorry, man. I'm just gonna.
They're sick.
They're sick. No,
After all that.
I was no. I'm gonna because I'm just thinking of just like, man, like, I'm glad you have the mental maturity to handle that situation and just diffuse it the way it is.
Yeah.
Because honestly, if you know how we were talking about last time, like, you know, analyzing your scenario and your surroundings,
Okay.
and the whole the conversation we had on networking in the previous episode.
Well, one of the episodes. Yeah.
We're talking about
Yeah.
like networking and shit like that.
Yeah.
See, if I would assess that scenario,
Yeah.
I would have been like, okay, I got 20 years on this dude.
God.
I got, you know, was he a big dude?
He's about he's a little bigger than me. Not like much taller though.
It's okay. He's an older dude.
Yeah.
I would have fucking hacked his ankles.
God.
And then after just go to town and then just.
No, it's okay.
And
then you get trouble with that assault charge.
Well, fuck! Don't say stupid shit.
No, I know. It's you honestly you shouldn't say stupid shit. Like this for anybody. Like even if it's sports, that kind of thing, and if somebody hits you right back, just you should have seen it coming. Just don't say stupid shit like that. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I don't want to be karma. I don't want to be the thing that slaps the person and he's like, karma's a bitch, isn't it? I just think it'll come. Whether it's coming from me or maybe in that kind of way, and me responding like the way that I did, I think you have. I showed up. I showed that I was more mature. So in a way I made him more feel embarrassed, or maybe not. Maybe he didn't even realize it.
Yeah.
But it doesn't.
You brought it to yourself.
Ultimately, it doesn't matter what he thought. It's all about me.
Yeah.
I'm not concerned about him. You know.
I don't know why it bothers me more than it does that you play with these toxic people.
Yeah.
Fuck.
It's good. It's good in a way, and I'll tell you why it's good. It's good. There are people listening to this who probably also have that kind of thing. They're like, oh man, you know, I'm in this whenever I go to work, there's people who just always bother me, and they're so bad, they're so toxic. Mm-hmm. It's good in a way, and the reason why it's good is because it makes you stand your ground more. It challenges who you are. You're like, what I'm doing, is it right? When people push you like that, it's good to not give in. It's more when you implement your feet into the ground, and you're like, no, this is me. I'm perfectly fine with who I am. Generally, people who are very attacking of other people, like bullies, are very insecure. Mm-hmm. They're definitely not implanted in the ground. You know what I mean? Yeah. So you just
that stuff I completely agree with.
Yeah.
But man, it's like I'm looking at you just like, oh man. Like, I'm gonna show up to one of your games.
No, don't.
I'm gonna show up to one of your games.
No.
And I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait.
Wait till after practice.
No.
Hey, bitch.
No, just wait. And if someone just starts giving you a problem, I'll fucking jump in and just be like, listen here, you fuck.
No, that's okay. That's okay.
Anyway,
maybe we should have changed the topic about to your cousin.
Yeah.
Or just
no. We're gonna. So my cousins.
Yeah.
They're on a team, 4-on-4 like league.
Okay.
And anyways, their team was so good.
Yeah.
That they had to bump them up to the older league.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, because they were like averaging like 13 to 9 years old to 13. Like
wow.
The two brothers that they play. So one's 9, one's 13, and they play on this team. And they did like amazing. That they're like, okay, this is unfair. You're beating these other teams by like 20 goals.
Wow.
So they bumped them up to this other league, and then they ended up going to the finals. I had no idea, so I went to go watch their finals game. I'm like, man, like why are these fucking kids that they're playing against
so much bigger?
Yeah. And because we were trying to find them, like, okay, that's not them. These kids are too big. And then after we went around all the different rinks. I'm like, no, it's got to be these guys.
Wow.
And we found the team, right? Because we didn't know the name, and the kids, like the oldest player on their team, I think was like 13, like averaging like 13.
Wow.
The other team was like 15 and 16-year-olds.
Shit.
Yeah, these dudes were like obviously towering over these kids. And
puberty's a great thing.
What, man?
Puberty's a great thing.
Yeah, it's like what is it, like rare candies in Pokemon? You know, just jump a level. But anyways, yeah, they were winning against my cousin's team, but by like 4 goals. But then in the third period, like they caught up like 4 goals. Yeah. dude.
Fuck, sounds like reminiscent of the Leafs.
What? Yeah, and it was like it was like crazy. They end up losing in literally the last second of the third period.
That's still
It's
pretty
just
impressive, though.
they just ran out of steam.
Yeah.
And they let in a goal, and they just couldn't recover from that. But these kids
Yeah.
were able to keep like neck and neck with these 15-year-olds and 16-year-olds. That, man, it kind of gets me excited to see like, wow, like this is some talent right here.
Yeah, that's
and
pretty
by the time
good.
they get to like 15 and 16, like they're gonna like kill it.
That's how you know you're good, is if you in a different age group altogether.
Yeah, and you can like keep up
with them. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how you know they're good.
Yeah, there's some good kids.
It's good kids. All right. Well, hopefully I'll see them in the OHL, the NHL someday.
Hopefully too. And listen here, you old fuck.
God
if you
damn.
bother Michael again, I swear to God, I'll fucking break your neck. You won't see your family ever again.
God, he's so aggressive. He doesn't mean that. Even though he's a little aggressive sometimes. All right. Well, let me just go with the second topic now. Well, cool off. Have some water, Leo. Have some fucking water.
I know, I need some water up in here.
God. Okay. Oh my God! I'm so happy this one is picked.
Which one?
I put this in the first episode.
The very first episode.
The first episode.
Okay.
Should they have a sequel for Back to the Future?
No.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
I think they should. Okay, now why do you say no?
It's such an iconic. It's just like iconic 3 movies.
Yeah.
You know, in a time. And I know what your argument's gonna be, but before we get to that, I just think I'm just tired of remakes.
Sure.
Right now, the trends are 80s remakes. Like they did Ghostbusters.
Yeah, I know.
Which
That's dumb.
they butchered. They did Predator, which
that's even way worse.
Yeah.
Way worse. Ghostbusters, I didn't mind actually that much.
I didn't watch Ghostbusters. I just knew it was gonna be trash.
It was kind of. I like the cast of characters or the actors, but I hated Predator. Yeah, it was bad.
Predator was like laughable. Ghostbusters just doesn't look good. What else?
Blade Runner 2049 was actually a really good sequel. That was an 80s movie.
That was a sequel, but not a remake.
Well, I said sequel / remake.
Oh, sequel / remake.
Yeah.
That was probably like one of the only good ones because it had like a lot of like original people like attached to it, and because Blade Runner is such an expandable. Did you watch the
director?
First? Yeah, different directors. But did you watch the first one?
Yeah.
That movie could have sprouted in so many different directions, just because there was just so much.
It did. There was a lot of good material there for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
Because it just kind of just left us in this world that we just didn't know.
Yeah.
And then in 2049, we really just kind of now we're back in Los Angeles, like 30 years afterwards.
We're gonna get another hot take in this. People are gonna really hate us.
What's up?
Which one is better in your opinion, Blade Runner or Blade Runner 2049?
2049.
Yeah, me too.
2049.
I agree.
It was a lot more digestible.
Yeah.
And I gotta just watch Blade Runner again. But the first time watching it, I'm like, okay, like there's 4 different cuts of the movie.
Yeah, it's hard to know which one is the best. I think I watched the director's cut.
There's director's cut, then there's final cut, which is like the best. People are saying the best.
Oh, really? The best?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's one that's got like a narration. I can't really remember off the top of my head.
Oh, yeah, I think the narration. I think it's the original, I think.
There's director's, theatrical, and then final, and something else. I forget which one.
Yeah.
But there's a bunch of different cuts. But I'm just tired of Hollywood just remaking like films for the sake of just rehashing ideas, and especially like a franchise like Back to the Future, which has been solidified as very, very iconic in like from everything
movie
down
history,
just from the DeLorean to all the like
all like the little
nuances
lines
and stuff like that. And there's a lot of just different time traveling movies that have existed, that I guess plays homage, whatever.
Yeah.
Homage, whatever.
Homage.
I can't speak.
It's okay.
To the film. I'm like, do you really need to make a new Doc Brown and make a new Marty McFly?
Sure.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there was nothing left in the source material that could have alluded to that. You know what I mean? Like, because.
Well, the great thing about the movie is that it involves a time machine, so you can change time if you wanted to.
It's true, but I don't know. It would make me feel like pretty sour. Now, why would you? I know like
Okay.
you love those films, so
I
why
love
would-
those. Yeah, they're my favorite movies of all time. So now they got me interested. I was more in your camp before, and not gonna lie, you made a pretty good argument. And but I saw this like fake fan photo of Tom Holland playing Morty and Bryan Cranston playing Doc. Now, I don't really agree with the Bryan Cranston casting. I don't think he's a great pick. Somebody who I think could be a good Doc if they went that kind of direction would be like Jim Carrey. Somebody along those lines. Somebody like has a
zany
comedy
and,
background, but also a little bit zany.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Somebody like, because I said this to Nick, actually, my friend, that I think it's easier to replace Marty McFly than it is than Doc. I think Doc is a lot harder to do.
Well, pretty much. He's pretty much the backbone of the entire franchise, right? It's because of him he makes the time machine. It's because of him he's able to like
and he
go to
pulls
the
it
past.
off. He pulls it off. Marty McFly is more of an 80s kid. You know what I mean? And obviously I love
Michael J.
Marty.
Fox.
I love Michael J. Fox. I love Marty McFly. Really cool character for sure. It's just easy to replicate than somebody who is so zany but also kind of controlled and so smart, has really good comedic timing too. Like you think he's just a good actor, Christopher Lloyd. So anyway, I think they could do that kind of thing, maybe a remake or a reboot. I guess they could do that with they could do it with Tom Holland, because I think every time I see Spider-Man on screen for the MCU, I always think he reminds me of Marty McFly in Back to the Future. Every time, dude. First time I even saw Civil War, I'm like, dude, this is Marty McFly. This is Michael J. Fox. The way he talks,
he's
the
got
way
that awkward presence.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. He's got that that persona that's like he's unsure. He's confident, but he's
confident.
But
yeah.
he's also like unsure and worried and stuff like that. Like it's weird to.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no, I do know what you mean.
There's some similarities between. Yeah.
There's definitely some similarities. His mannerisms, yeah, and so they could go that route. They can do a sequel. Maybe I'm thinking more so like they could even do something along the lines of the time machine.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe delve more into alternate reality and use the time machine. Maybe you don't necessarily have to have a Doc or a Marty, but you can have somebody else. Like you can have like a female protagonist instead of Marty, and I don't know, and some kind of other scientist type thing, you know?
Yeah, I mean, then in doing so,
Yeah,
right? What justice does it serve to the original film,
sure.
and what justice does it serve to just cinema? Do you know what I mean?
You mean like why don't they just make it like another time machine movie?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like you have like shows like Rick and Morty.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Which
Yeah.
is basically a parody of Back to the Future,
Yeah.
right? And stuff like that. And it's just like what there's other time traveling movies like Looper.
Yeah, Looper. There's Prime too.
Yeah,
there's a bunch. Terminator's technically a time travel movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like time travel is it's been done and it's kind of not been exhausted, but
Yeah.
what made Back to the Future so I guess iconic is because of all the little things that were existing in that time, like the 80s, everything, right? And
Yeah.
where we're going in the 2000s, because it was existing in a time where we weren't sure where things were kind of going, and then now we're kind of living in a time where we kind of know where things are kind of going, because the Earth's getting warmer and global warming is gonna take place in 2030. We're gonna hit the point of like no return or some shit like that. So
God damn. I don't know about for that.
do you
not grim, but yeah.
No, I mean, like, do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
there's that, and like AI and all this stuff and crazy whatever.
Well, isn't that kind of cool that the fact that they had a future movie, and it's similar to the future, but has nothing to do with the future. You know what I mean? Like technology has advanced so much that what would 15 or 20 years even look like from now?
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, they could, I'm just saying it's very easy. They can pull off like a Back to the Future movie, like a
Yeah.
remake. But is it worth telling that story again without damaging the one that's already been told? That's my thing. And that's why I don't really like remakes, because
Yeah.
like this story has been told already.
Sure.
Why like if a reboot is different. If you want to reboot something, right?
Yeah,
Like,
I think
because
more rebooting. I always get remaking, rebooting. I was confused.
I think you're thinking more of a reboot. It's like, okay, you want to reboot this story,
Yeah.
right? But this story has been fundamentally like it's solidified in the ground, and it's been like a gateway drug to like all these other movies that have existed.
It is
similar to like how Blade Runner kind of solidified its way into the system, like in movies, and then it made
a very influential movie.
Yeah, like movies like The Matrix wouldn't have existed without Blade Runner.
Yeah, so many movies,
like Ghost in the Shell and stuff like that.
Cyberpunk kind of movies.
Yeah, very like neo-futuristic noir type stuff.
Yeah.
So basically, like 2049 came out with its sequel and stuff like that, and it was pretty solid. Like it was a pretty solid pretty solid movie, like through and through, right? It's just beautifully shot, like Roger Deakins.
It is,
like,
it is,
fucking amazing.
Denis Villeneuve.
Yeah,
great. Yeah, he's a great director.
He's solid.
He'd be somebody I would, if I wanted to do like a Back to the Future movie. He'd be somebody that'd be kind of cool.
No, you don't. You don't want.
I mean, he's a little bit serious in all fairness, but
all of his movies. I mean, from Sicario,
Enemy,
Sicario, Arrival, Blade Runner.
Like, he did Enemy too, didn't he? With
he did Enemy.
Yeah.
Did Enemy. He did Prisoners.
Yes.
So I gotta watch that. But like all of his films are very, very. Shit.
Oh. Okay.
I think we're. I don't know if we're losing fucking power.
Oh shit.
Guys. Hold on 1 second, folks.
Holy shit. That is bad.
And we're back, folks. There's a torrential rainfall outside of where we're recording.
And we're right in the garage, too.
Yeah.
So you probably didn't hear it because apparently it's not picking up on the microphone too much. But you might hear it a little bit. You might hear a little bit of, like a little bit of pitter-patter on the mics.
It's it's fucking torrential rainfall.
Yes.
I just hope the power doesn't go out because these microphones are running on power.
Oh.
Yeah, so if...
You're say there's going to be a shortage?
No, it's just like we won't have anything recorded.
Oh.
I mean, on at least from this point onwards, whenever the
power
okay,
that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
But it sounds like we're pretty good. So
okay, good. Okay.
Oh, there's thunder too. God.
Thunderstorm.
Fuck
like
you,
in Back to the
Thunder.
Future and Back to the Future Part 2 when Doc goes 1885 because of lightning. Oh, it's just,
yeah,
I love Back to the Future. And I understand what you're saying, as in like you don't want to ruin the kind of source material and what does it really add? What would this remake add to the mythos of Back to the Future?
Like there were some reboots that worked.
Yes.
Like Judge Dredd.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah.
It was decent
good,
compared to what the first one was. The first one was like shit.
Yeah.
You know, and
but also had a lot of comics. No, that's also what Back to the Future has a lot. It has a lot of comics too.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. Lisa got me like I think as like she gave me like 6 comics.
Oh, nice. Is it off to like the movie or is it just like totally different?
I think they have like some. No, I think they're different. They have like some. Maybe they have like some through lines from the movie, but they definitely are different. There's a lot more. Like there's source material on Back to the Future too. Now I guess the only thing is that if they had like the original writers, producers, then it'd be cool. Robert Zemeckis, if you could do it again, that'd be fucking cool.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah,
but
cool. I guess okay. I'm not gonna lie. Like you kind of convinced me, as in like it doesn't really need it. But if Tom Holland and let's just say Jim Carrey, somebody like Jim Carrey was Doc, I'd be for it. I'd be interested at least.
Listen, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
In the next 10 years.
Yeah.
It might come up in conversation.
Okay.
I'm calling it right now. Actually, Tom Holland's what? He's 20?
like 21, 22, so he'd be too old.
Yeah. Maybe
Yeah.
not him, but
Yeah, somebody like that. Yeah.
some up and coming actor that's
Sure.
young. It'll probably yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, man.
But anyways,
Topic number 3.
All right, let's do it.
Before the power goes out.
I know we're kind of like rushing through this. Okay, let's figure one of these out. All right, that's a big boy. Let's
Big
grab
boy?
this one.
Okay.
That's a big boy. All right. It's another movie one. Do we want to mulligan this?
Yeah.
This is the second time in a row.
Yeah.
Always talk. It's a very much a movie podcast.
It is. Yeah, it is.
There's a problem with our hat trick title. If people think it's a sports podcast, I
know.
don't want to deal with that. And
I know our logo's got to be a little bit more accessible for other people, so they don't think it's only sports related.
Yeah, if anyone listening to this and does graphic design, reach out to us. We like to talk to you and quote and whatever, and just send us quotes of what you do and what you're capable of.
That's
and
right.
we'd like to maybe just redesign our logo. And
Yeah,
obviously giving good exposure to good designers is always our thing. And
for sure.
mention you on the show, and just.
Maybe you can come on too.
Let help us help you and stuff like that, and
That's right. That's right.
and
Cool.
don't subtweet me.
God, sounds personal, Leo.
That's a story for another day.
Story for another day. What's the topic say? Well,
This is your writing because it's so goddamn.
Oh,
it looks
God,
like
I think-
hieroglyphics, man.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
What would you do if the zombie apocalypse happened right now?
Oh God, this is really sucks because it's fucking raining so hard right now.
Okay, let me tell you, folks.
Yeah.
Crippling debt. Fucking take me away, you guys. No, actually, no, I wouldn't. Right. Zombie apocalypse is coming right now.
So right now we're in the garage.
Yeah.
We have 2 mics right now.
Mm-hmm.
We're just talking. I'm facing you.
Yeah.
Dead on. I just heard some footsteps above.
Above?
So let's just say somebody in your house,
Okay.
not your mom or dad. Just let's not make it graphic or
Yeah.
bad. Became a zombie.
Well, listen. If they became a zombie, I love you, mom and dad, but that's not you. I'm gonna fucking fuck you up.
Putting a bullet in your head.
Clap, clap.
God.
Anyways, someone's walking upstairs. It's like that's a zombie.
It's a zombie.
Okay,
Yeah.
so from
But then you realize that not only is somebody in the house that's a zombie,
Yeah.
you see some zombies coming across the street,
okay,
slowly working their way towards your house.
all right. So my first instinct, because we're in a
Yeah.
garage with a lot of accessible materials here.
That's true.
There's an axe right there. There's a
There's actually an axe right there.
yeah, there's an axe right there. We have
Jesus.
firewood here.
Oh,
We have-
fair enough.
We have
Yeah.
a fireplace. It's
Yeah.
chop woods. But now we're gonna use that axe to chop down some motherfuckers.
God damn.
Anyways, that and there's a bike. So what I'd probably do is.
You have a car right there, though.
What do you mean? Oh yeah.
Just hop in the car. I mean, the only thing is that your keys are probably inside, right?
Keys are always inside. And zombie
Yeah.
apocalypse cars are the worst.
Yeah, because you have to get gas and shit
Get
like
gas
that.
and stuff like that.
That's true.
So anyways, I would ride a bike with one axe in my hand and like a fucking knight
the
with
thing
a
is
lance.
that
and just like
you have a-
yeah, and just like it
yeah.
and chop their heads up. No. Anyways, I'm in the garage. I
Yep.
can't go inside because then we would lose time and there's no escape. Right? So they're outside. I
Fair.
have to make a quick escape and just get stuff that would help me on this conquest.
Sure.
So what I would do is just looking around the room for what I have, I'd collect some rope,
Hey, some rope.
some rope, and then take that to a tree and just hang myself because I'm not dealing with that shit. No, no. I would take some rope, take the axe,
Yeah.
take a jerry can.
Okay.
Take a jerry can. I think that would help. What else do we need? A hockey stick would probably help as a good
Yeah,
melee
that's what I was
weapon.
thinking. I was thinking that too. Yeah.
What else do we? Just looking around in my thing here.
You have a tarp that might come in handy at some
That's a
point.
lot, but then it'll weigh you down. We need stuff that's like quick and easy.
Oh, but you're gonna use your bike. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So we
Yeah.
have the axe in one hand. And you're driving or whatever. We need something that could just carry like a sack or some shit. And
Well, you have an Adidas bag right there,
what do you mean?
right behind you. You have an Adidas bag.
Oh. Yeah. So a duffel bag. Put
Yeah.
some supplies in there, and then try to flee the area.
Yep.
Try to get somewhere safe for the evening. Regroup with some like
Okay.
some humans, and then afterwards devise a game plan. If they're farther away, if I know I'm anticipating that they're coming,
Yeah.
technically there's guns downstairs in the.
What?
Yeah, what do you mean? My dad used to hunt. I told you this.
Oh shit.
Yeah, my dad used to hunt.
I don't know they're actually downstairs though.
Yeah, man.
I've lived here for not lived here. I come here for so long. I didn't know there's guns downstairs.
Yeah, really?
God.
I'll show you them afterwards.
Jesus Christ! Don't show me them after.
Bring outside, old Bessie. Just
This might be the last time you hear me.
yeah, no. So there's that, but like if they're like right around the corner, like and it's like okay,
Yeah,
it's
you
now or
probably can't
never.
go downstairs.
Yeah, take the bike, take the axe,
Yep.
take some rope, take a
Yep.
bag, and yeah, just head out to like
Okay.
a concrete building or something.
Concrete building.
Yeah,
I guess that kind of makes sense. Yeah, concrete building probably. I guess because you have like
That or a
one
mall.
entrance. No, mall's terrible idea.
almost. Yeah, 'cause people are there.
People are there.
Warehouse. or
Warehouse
building.
might be a good idea. Might be because there's probably a lot of fire exits.
Yeah,
But I
and
guess
zombies are
it's-
stupid.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess so. It's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
It's not a bad idea. Okay, so if it was in my
Yeah,
situation,
what would you do?
okay, so first of all, I'd get you. You didn't mention me. You're like, fuck Michael. He's
What?
he's dead.
Oh, you're talking about like
like right now.
Oh right. Oh,
I mean,
yeah. I would.
yeah,
I mean, I would
yeah.
assume you. I assume you're coming with me.
Fair.
I think. I like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'd get Michael and then continue on with the rest of my plan because we have two bikes
See you later,
here.
Mike. Yeah, it's true. You do have two.
We
You
did
do
two.
have two bikes here. Okay, so first off, I would probably get the hockey stick. Maybe I'd try and get some kind of something to sharpen it. Maybe I can use your axe to sharpen it. You have a blow.
Why not just grab the axe?
Because there's only one axe, no?
Okay, but like pretend like this is a different.
By myself? Okay.
No, pretend like okay, like that's my plan.
Okay.
You know, I'm grabbing the axe and the hockey stick. Do you want to
Yeah.
grab? Do you want in your scenario? Are you gonna have the axe and I'll have the hockey stick?
Yes.
Okay.
In my scenario, I
Okay.
have a hockey stick, but I'd try and probably use your axe to sharpen it or whatever.
Oh, make like a shiv.
Something like that. Yeah.
Oh, fucking
Yeah.
that's badass.
So I wouldn't take the bikes though. I wouldn't take the bikes.
Okay.
With you, I would probably get like a car. And I know you said like it would kind of be bad, especially because you need gas and shit like that.
Yeah.
Good point. However, if there's zombies on the street, you know, you never know. You're running down. What if these are like the zombies from 27 days later, 28 days later?
Oh, those
where they
fast fucks?
Yes. What if they're
okay.
like
I
that?
thought you were talking about like the slow ass.
Well, you don't know.
Okay.
You don't know. It's kind of like it can be both. They can be
Yeah,
both.
that's true.
So then they're coming at you.
Like-
You're gonna have to fucking pedal hard. Also, it's raining too.
Oh, right
which,
now. Oh, you know what?
Yeah, which is probably not a great idea, especially if there's lightning as well. You have a metal bike, probably not great. You have axe.
You know what?
Metal.
That's true. You know what? I thought I was thinking this through like pretty thoroughly, and I just realized all the flaws in my plan. I'd probably make it just down the street before I either get struck by lightning or if a zombie pulls me off the bike. Like, what the fuck?
Imagine you're in heaven after, and you're like, why the fuck was I doing that? Like why did I bring a bike during lightning, a thunderstorm? Anyway, so I'd get the lawn chairs too, actually.
The lawn chairs?
Yes.
Why?
The lawn
Do you
chairs.
think we're gonna
I
have
guess-
time to fucking
Okay,
sit
fuck
down?
fuck the lawn chairs. Fuck the lawn chairs.
Okay,
Fuck the lawn chairs. The firewood's a good idea. I might bring that rake actually. I feel like
Okay, bitch. Where
Yeah.
you gonna? We're gonna store all this shit.
in the car.
True.
In the car, Leo. I would maybe. I don't know. For some reason, I'd want to do it. I'd bring the skateboard.
I thought about that.
For whatever reason, why I don't know.
Like
But-
we still have to do that thing where you
Which?
drive your car and I.
Oh, the
skateboard.
Mighty McFly thing.
Yeah, we could do that with the zombies in the zombie apocalypse. You take your car, I'll stay on the skateboard
It's a
driving.
fucking terrible idea.
And with one hand I'll have my hand on the car,
Yeah.
and the other hand I'll have an axe, and I'll just fucking Mike just fucking drift around this corner.
The only problem with an axe. The only problem with an axe is that it's only one use thing.
What do you mean?
It would be like you hit somebody, you gotta take it out, and then do it again. So it's like you really can only hit one person at a time. That's why I think the hockey stick. If you sharpen the hockey stick, I think you have 3. Well, sharpen all those bitches.
Yeah.
And then that way you can just cut them off like clean. The only thing is that those are kind of wooden. Actually, that might come in handy.
Wood's good.
That's actually good. Definitely the duffel bag would be good. I I feel like that barbecue would be good.
Listen,
to
you
bring.
know what I just realized?
What?
We really gotta start slowing down when we're talking because we're talking like as if this is actually happening. I just realized because like you're flying like fuck, we're gonna do this right. Fucking
I
now.
know. I had urgency on me. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Get this.
Yeah. Okay, so we have like the barbecue behind you. Probably take the barbecue. We might take that.
Is this a fucking picnic?
How are you gonna cook?
That's why you go to a place that's got like food and stuff.
But you don't know if it's. Oh my god, I guess.
Yeah.
Is that propane or is those charcoal, right?
And I fast. I do fasting. So like, bro, like
I'm the fucked up one.
like I'm good. Like I fast. So like, man, my body's like at least for 24 hours I can go without eating. It's fine.
That's fair. That's fair. Do you have any like something like gasoline? You do have gasoline here.
No, not here. That's why the jerry
You
cans.
have kerosene right there.
Oh.
Kerosene. Yeah, you can use that.
True. And kerosene.
Yeah, light that son of a bitch up. Some wood finish.
Well, why wood finish?
Okay, I don't know why wood finish.
Gotta just polish some shit.
Dude, you have the shovels right fucking there.
Oh yeah, true.
Shovels are they're fantastic.
How are they fantastic?
What do you mean?
Over an axe. How are they fantastic?
No, I'm not saying like over an axe. I'm saying we bring both.
I'll bring both. Okay.
Yeah, like you.
So you can bury me.
No. Stupid idiot didn't want to bring the shovel. Now I'm digging his ass up. Probably have to hit you with the shovel in the head and then.
So Mike, I think this is a good dunk. I think we found a safe dunk.
Yeah.
Michael, please.
That's probably it. Probably it. Maybe that's honestly probably all. I might bring that ladder too. That ladder you have, it's a small ladder, but you have a bigger ladder. Actually, bring the ladder if it can fit in one of my cars or but it won't fit in our cars.
Why? Why would you bring a ladder?
Because if we needed to ever escape somewhere, like go over a fence. Help go over a fence.
You can't.
It'd be a one-time use thing. Let's be honest.
Lee, help! I can't get over this fence. Don't worry, Mike. Fucking
the ladder.
Fucking go to the car trunk. Don't worry, Mike.
I got this. Don't worry.
I'm gonna go through the zombies. Like, excuse me. Sorry. Excuse me. Gotta get the ladder. Go back. Excuse me. Sorry about that. We're just trying to get out of here. Brains and the fucking drop the ladder down. Okay, Mike. Now go. Hop over. And then afterwards, and then we get over the fence. We ran like another 10 minutes. Fuck. They're still on our asses. What's that? Another fence.
Well, that was useless. I thought I saw some protein powder in your garage.
What do you mean? I don't know.
No, I thought
Protein
I did.
powder? Oh,
Yeah, I'm like, because we need those
like,
gains.
like, listen, dude. If you see protein powder in my anywhere, you just let me know. That's my. I snort that shit for breakfast.
That's right. Probably would need that, to be honest. So yeah, I think that's probably it.
Yeah.
Probably all the things I can get. Maybe I would try and see if my family's alive. Obviously, friends. That's probably it though.
Yeah. And then I think we'd last about a week.
I think that's lucky. Let's be honest.
What?
I think that's a little bit lucky. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Unless we're with more people. If we're with a lot of people, I think we can.
Well, that's why I would try to find like.
Yeah.
Unless they're like those people like the shitty people of the zombie apocalypse, because then afterwards the zombie apocalypse at first it's like, I mean, from what I've seen of The Walking Dead, it's like, oh wow, zombies are a huge problem. Then you're like, nah, bro, humans are the fucking problem.
Oh, it's true. It's true. The humans are the big problem. That's the thing too, is you have to really be careful who you're with.
Yeah.
So you have to really be around people that you trust. And man,
like Night of the Living Dead. You ever watch just Night of the Living? No, really?
No.
So good.
What's it about? No, it's a zombie movie, but like,
I was like,
no, but what's the premise?
Like zombie apocalypse pretty much happens.
Okay.
A bunch of strangers are in a house, and they're kind of like forced to work together, and some people are able to work better with each other, and it's a battle of emotions and stuff like that, and it's really good. The remake's pretty decent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's George A. Romero, like iconic.
Nice.
It's like the iconic movie, and then that's one from like the 60s, and then the 90s one I saw the 90s one first, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool, and it's pretty much That's a good remake. It's actually one of the only remakes.
One good remake.
Yeah, it was
Fair.
one good remake where I'm like, okay, I can see what they were doing here and made sense. But
Okay.
yeah,
Fair enough. All right. Well, I think we maybe survive at least a little bit with the zombie apocalypse.
I mean, I like to think so. I just
Yeah. We all know you have some fucking aggression you want to get out.
I know. Just,
God. A lot of aggression in there.
You see some people that just turned like, Leo, we gotta get out of here. Wait 1 second. Is that who I think it is? Leo, come on, we gotta get the fuck. No. And it's that fuck that made fun of you that one time in hockey, and it'd be like, no, I gotta take care of something real quick.
I just have a question.
Just like-
I just have a question, Leo. Do you have a leash in your garage?
A what?
Do you have a leash?
A leash?
Like a dog leash?
No, why?
Because I would attach it to your fucking neck. Like, get the fuck here. I just like, stop trying to be aggressive right now. Try to survive, motherfucker. Try to survive. Don't pick a fight with everyone.
The fucking that old dude that's a zombie just blow me. Just fucking walk around, blow me. And it's like,
just let him live. Just let him live like that.
not a chance. Like if I see him in the middle of a zombie crowd, I'd just be like, wait, is that fucking... And then I just beeline this
God.
with the axe.
With the axe. Fair enough. Well, thank God it's not that situation. There's no such thing as zombies. At least I don't think so.
I mean, the military has a plan actually for that. Did you know? At least
No.
the U.S. military has. I was reading up on it a couple of
Really?
years ago. Yeah.
They're fucking dumb, but okay.
I mean,
what's
there's bunkers that exist in case of
Oh, really?
yeah,
Oh.
like in case like it's
Huh.
they not ruled it out as impossible. They said it's potentially plausible
Oh, really?
that a virus would exist that would or potentially could exist that would act as like a parasite that could overtake humans. And if that does happen, they have a scenario.
That's kind of why I think 28 Days Later seems a little bit more realistic than regular zombies. So I think they are technically zombies, but they're
infected.
yeah,
It's
they're
different.
infected. Yeah.
Zombies are just reincarnations of the dead. So
Yeah. Whereas Walking Dead doesn't really seem plausible because they're dead, and then they come back alive. I don't think that makes more sense.
That's actual like that's zombie.
That's zombies,
like
yeah, I
George A.
think-
Romero style.
I think I never seen the movie 28 Days Later, but it seems
No,
like they're
was a
kind of
good one.
alive.
Yeah, it's,
but they're just really
they're high functioning. Like I Am
Yeah.
Legend. You watch I Am Legend?
yes, that's another
So
one.
it's,
Yeah, it's kind of like they're zombies too. Yeah.
They're infected. It's just like there's an
Yeah.
infection thing that takes over and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Fair enough.
Yeah, man.
All right, man. Well, let's go over to the lightning round then, and end on.
It would literally become the lightning round once the thunder
That's true.
once the thunder starts hitting. But first, start
Okay.
the music.
Every time I'm about to say something, just like start the music. God damn it! All right. So Leo, we're gonna change this one up.
Okay, you're going first,
I'm
right?
gonna go first. This is something I heard in my PR class. I thought it had a lot of interesting discussion. So
Okay.
I want to hear your opinion. So you're a part of the Make a Dream Foundation. You're just a made-up foundation. You have 100 kids dying of cancer who want to go to Florida for Disneyland. So that was their plan. Your plan as an organization to go to Florida.
This is dark.
It's getting a little dark. And you have a diminishing budget. In fact, that you probably won't even be able to send them to Florida.
Okay.
One sports star, John Anderson, says sexist and racist remarks and has apologized for the remarks. His son has died of cancer and therefore he wants to give to your organization $5 million. As an organization, as your mission is to make these kids happy
Okay.
for their last wishes, basically. Would you take the money, and why? Or why would you take the money? Why or why not?
So basically, this guy said something.
Oh, sorry. So the $5 million would cover not only like the Florida trip, but it would cover a lot more than that. Like you can essentially go on more trips, or you can bring it towards research or doing other things for the kids, that kind of thing.
So you're saying, okay, gotta take these. How many kids? 500?
100.
100?
100 kids and their families. So
100
you can
kids.
take let's just say 2 parents for each kid.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that's like 300 people.
Yeah.
Okay. 300 people. This guy said something offensive.
And he didn't apologize for
And
it.
he didn't apologize.
No.
But his child died of cancer.
Yes.
And he's willing to donate this money.
Yes.
So now it's. it's a question of morale.
Yes.
It's a question of morale versus business.
Yeah.
Which is
it's a question about brand image and that kind of thing, or fulfilling you're fulfilling your mission basically.
Yeah. Well, I
guess it's also up to debate too, but yeah.
I'm gonna be very John Locke on this.
Okay.
And I would take the money.
Yeah.
I'll take the money.
Why would you take the money?
Because yes, he did say one thing that's probably offensive.
In all fairness, he probably said a lot of bad things.
Probably said a lot of bad things, but that's one individual.
Yes.
And that's one individual versus 300 people.
Yes.
I'd rather help the 300 people than just let one guy that
determine.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
300 people's happiness.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
If that makes 300 people happy,
yeah, then
I think it's worth to take the money.
Exactly.
And and then if not taking the money, I think that just diminishes the brand entirely. Because then afterwards everybody loses.
But that people are gonna have some backlash towards you. That people are gonna
you
supported this sexist racist. That means that you're sexist. Racist.
Because he said. He said sexist or racist things.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not supporting his comments.
Yeah.
He's supporting the organization.
Sure.
Right.
Sure. And now, would you say that? Let's just say, if someone said to you, okay, so you're gonna get this $5 million now.
Yeah.
But the thing is that maybe in the future, because this person is giving you $5 million, some people are gonna be offended. Maybe you're gonna get this $5 million now, but you're not gonna get that money later on in the future. You're not gonna get anything close to that because people are gonna really oppose your situation. How do you feel about that now? It's all hypothetical. So
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's almost like the Nike thing.
Okay.
It's kind of like the Nike thing with Kaepernick, right?
How is it like the Nike thing?
Well, because he's on the front of this ad thing, right?
Yes.
And what he's taking a knee, right, for this country.
Yeah.
And
racial injustice
and all
police
that
brutality against black people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So it's kind of divided people into two different camps, right?
Yes.
People who support Nike even more, and people who have just not supported Nike in general, right? And then it's gonna there's never gonna just be one business that's gonna be unify, people support it, or else that'd just be a monopoly.
That's true.
Right? Hence why Apple is the way it is, and it's not, and that's why there's other competitors, right? And there's Samsung and LG and all this other stuff. So going back to this, so you're saying if I support this guy,
if you take his money, do you support him, essentially, or and other people will look at it like that? What would you say to that?
What would I say to that?
Yeah.
People can think whatever they want. We're here to try to benefit 300 the kids that are ill and whatnot,
and future kids
and future kids that are that are under this terrible circumstance.
Yes.
Right. Whether you like what this guy's done in the past or not, it's just this is helping the future.
Exactly.
So if you dwell on that, that's your problem.
Yeah.
All right, we're trying to help the future, and that's these kids.
Yeah. Now I'll be perfectly honest. I said yes to. Now there are people in my class and other people who disagreed and said no. They wouldn't take the money. I was really against that, to be honest, and they brought up good points. Everyone who did brought up good points.
I'm kind of curious why they would say no.
Because they think for instance, some of those 100 kids are probably different races. Some are black, some are Indian, some are Sri Lankan, Asian, so you're kind of segregating those people. Now that's a good point. Again, the comment about
I'm trying to say how does that correlate? How does that because he's saying he said racist and sexist things, right? And if that money is going towards helping those
it's money, you can't it doesn't come with stipulation you can't put it towards black people, you can only put it towards white people. Then at that case you're we'll go fuck off.
Yeah.
But
listen, money is money. Money doesn't have emotion.
Yeah.
And when you're dealing with it, you shouldn't have emotion either. You know what I mean? It's logic. It's one versus the many, and I choose to help the many, which is all those kids, And
I don't exactly agree with money doesn't have any emotion behind it, but
that's my opinion.
In this case, I definitely would take the money. So far as if I was a part of this organization, and our mission is to help kids who are dying of cancer, make them be happy for however long it may be they have. If they said no, I would legitimately say like, all right, I'm out. Like, I quit, because you're not fulfilling your mission.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You're worried about your brand image. You're thinking, oh, you might get this money from somebody, but you don't know for sure. This is what's gonna happen. You know, $5 million on the table, and if you take it, I don't care about what his reasons are. Some people were saying, he might try to fix his PR image, or he might do it because of his son. I don't care about his intentions. I really don't care about him. Yeah. It's more about the greater good. Spock says something very important. The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few or the one.
Well, that's John Locke.
That's John Locke?
That's John Locke's philosophy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's Spock for me, but
yeah.
Spock's better.
Just but that's essentially just John Locke philosophy. It's about it's just
fair.
Just weighing the odds, and
I think the bigger picture is more important than focusing on one minuscule part of it. While it is terrible what he said, all that kind of things, him not apologizing, it's awful, terrible. However, because we take that money, help it towards other people, does not mean that we endorse what he said.
Yeah. People are misconstrued.
Also too, if you say no to him, what about your other donors who potentially have had, let's just say, other incidents happen? Let's say harassment. Let's just say assault. Not necessarily domestic assault, but then are you gonna say no? I don't want your money either. Like you're really playing a dangerous game at that point.
Yeah, like isn't Nike still sponsoring Tiger Woods?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he is. Yeah, and then there you go. Like, that's somebody who I don't think he ever committed. He was with.
No, but he got a terrible PR image because he was
having sex with all the women.
Yeah, basically.
Ever.
And
I think he had a couple DUIs too.
Yeah. So how's that looking?
I know it's not looking good. I mean, but that's what a shiny toy in a way with Colin Kaepernick. Although I very much agree with it, and I think they're smart in doing that. But yeah,
well, Nike's a brand it's completely massive that they could afford to
cut some they have some losses basically.
Well, they know who's going to be like loyal, and who's, because they know that their marketing strategy, right, with the different athletes that they sign on outweighs their loyalty mark, like Air Jordans and stuff like that, and shoes and stuff like the signature lines outweigh the casual lines, like someone that's just gonna pick up
just like
running shoes and stuff like that.
Fair enough.
People are loyal to the brand, right?
Yep.
And obviously just loyal to the social things that he's bringing forward. It's like, this is our stance.
Yeah.
And I kind of respect him as a company. It's like, okay, we're taking this stance, then kind of not taking a stance at all.
Exactly. Yeah.
To some degree, I kind of like companies that also just don't get involved with that stuff, but I still respect companies that it's just like, this is our political thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think in some ways it's good, some ways it's not necessarily bad, but just it's good
because they're making a statement. It's just this is who we are, and it's like, boom, we're here, instead of someone that's kind of chilling. But I also respect companies that are just kind of like, we're here to just make this. Yeah. Whether you like it or not, that's cool.
Yeah. But and sometimes people advise you to not get involved in politics, right? It's that kind of thing. Yeah. So anyway, but that was my serious topic.
I like that topic. That was very thought provoking.
It was thought provoking. I want you guys to tell us what you guys think on our Instagram or Twitter or whatever, Facebook. Tell us what you think. I think if you say no, I understand. Just tell us why that you say no.
Yeah, what would you do if someone that committed a harmful or said a harmful sentence is offering you money to, and you have a chance to donate and help a bunch of kids that are very extremely ill?
Yeah. So tell us your opinion. All right, Leo, what's your lightning round question?
My lightning round question, more mild, more
mild?
more mild.
Not as serious.
It's not as serious. Not as it's. I don't know if it's thought provoking.
Okay.
All right. This is a question for you.
All right.
Your opinion on the Leafs? They just had their preseason.
Yes.
Are they meeting your expectations leading into the regular season?
Mm-hmm.
You know, we saw some pretty good goals from Tavares,
Matthews,
and stuff like that.
Are they meeting my expectations? It's preseason. It's preseason, so it's kind of. It means nothing. It means nothing. The only thing that it kind of means is like I think it's good individual wise. Mm-hmm. So like Tavares is looking good. Matthews is looking good.
But from what you've seen, like in those games, like in terms of like formations and stuff like that, and you know like how they're moving and flowing, what do you?
Well, as of now, at the time of recording this, Nylander hasn't signed his contract, so I'm a little concerned about that. But I think the whole thing is that with their team, the Leafs team, is a really deep forward wise, to the point where they're scary. As in, if any team trying to matches up with them, the team's gonna be really have a bad time. So, I am a very optimistic Leafs fan, but especially with them doing really well, I get a little bit more reserved because I'm like, I don't want to get hurt again. Don't hurt me again, please. So that's kind of my opinion. Like I don't want to. I don't know. Like that. I think they're gonna be good. I think they're gonna be good this year. Some people are saying that they're Stanley Cup contenders. I can see it. I don't think it's gonna happen. Obviously.
I think
this year,
minimum, probably.
What do you think?
Second round playoffs.
Yeah, the only thing is that they're in a tough division with Boston and Tampa Bay.
Yeah,
even
Eastern.
Florida's not pretty good too.
Yeah, Eastern's way more tougher than Western. I'm just like, bro. Yeah.
It's debatable.
What do you mean?
It's debatable. They have San Jose is really good now.
That's true. Kings still doing well? I can't remember.
They're okay. They're okay. They're San Jose, Winnipeg, and Nashville. In my opinion, those three teams alone are like legit Stanley Cup favorites. Legit. Like so, and the only thing is that the Leafs. I think Tampa is really only and that comes to my head. That's like the legit Stanley Cup favorite. So, I think second round would be nice. That if they make second round and just get out there, I'd honestly be happy. You know, just to see them move on. And then hopefully build on this season and then maybe win in the future. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the only thing is that progression is not necessarily linear. Excuse me. There's ebbs and flows and all that kind of things.
Yeah.
And Washington won the Stanley Cup last year. The only thing was that they went through so many years of getting out of the second round, or not even getting out of the second round. You know, I don't think Ovechkin ever got past the second round before this year.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So. Like, you're going to go through a lot of years of ebbs and flows.
Just hitting a wall.
Hitting a wall. No one's going to go anywhere, but you just got to keep with the plan, you know?
Yeah.
That's hockey. Hockey, sports in general, is very unpredictable. If you have one big injury, like let's say Tavares or Mark Matthews goes down, that scariness goes into just a mild, we just got to plan them a little bit better, but you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, then, it's, and then afterwards, you just have to just move people around and just make it work, right?
Hopefully, yeah. And I think they're gonna be good this year. I think they're gonna finish second in the Atlantic Division, which is the division the Leafs are in, and we'll see how it goes. I'm excited. I'm also excited for the Raptors too, actually.
Okay, that's good. I
Raptors
don't follow basketball.
Yeah,
Raptors are cool.
Raptors are cool.
I mean, it wasn't one basketball game. It was pretty fun time.
Good time?
It was a good time. I didn't know what the hell's going on. Because
I think DeMar had a really good game by the time you went. I forgot how many points he scored. I think he scored like 30-something.
Yeah, no, he was doing really well.
Yeah.
Like, we were just sitting behind the net, me and my brother.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So we really couldn't see anything. Like, the net, like, we just, like, if people were coming in from the sides doing some shots, I'm like, all right, cool. But anything, like, dead on, like, free throws, like, no. But yeah, I forgot who I think they faced the Rockets.
Face the Rockets?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I don't know why.
If you saw that game, that was a fantastic game.
Oh,
I don't know, because that was like one of the best games of the year.
Oh, actually?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe. I think
if you actually saw that game, Jesus.
it was back in
February?
I think so, around there.
Okay, maybe it might have been. It might have been. That was a good game.
Oh, okay.
I think it was. I think you did see a really good game. I forget which one it was, but you did see a really good game.
Yeah.
I was jealous, but Jesus.
God. Me and Gabriel just there like, cool. All right.
Lucky bastard. Never seen a Raptors game.
I got it by pure luck. Because my I think a friend of my mom's, they gave her tickets and stuff like that. She's like, I don't like basketball. Do you guys want to go? I'm like, sure. And then it's just luck of the draw, I guess. It's just
lucky. Lucky son of a bitch. All right. Well, we're gonna probably end it off there. Yeah. But do you want to sign us off?
Absolutely. Yeah. So, guys, if we got through all this thunder and lightning and all that stuff, I don't know if it's
thunder. Feel the thunder. Go on.
Oh my God. Anyways, yeah. I mean, I think the rain kind of calmed down now. But guys, thank you so much for listening to this week's episode. It really means a lot to us. Thank you so much for the support. We love you all, and we'll try to give you a hug if we see you. Come visit us on the streets. If you see us, you recognize us by our voices. Like, hey, that's the guy that's on the Hat Trick podcast.
Wow, these guys really are ugly in real life.
It's like yeah. You just take a picture with us. No, actually, okay. Let me fucking start this again. Because that was just terrible. Guys, thank you so much for listening to this week's episode. It really means a lot to us that you're investing your time into listening to us babble and being idiots and all that stuff. We really appreciate you. If you want, and I thoroughly suggest that you do, check us out on Facebook at Hat Trick Podcast with Mike and Leo. Check us out on Twitter as well at Trick Podcast. You can also follow us individually at MikeDNAC for Michael. That's Mike DNAC. And you can follow me at DI_LEO for DLeo. That's for my personal Twitter account. And also make sure you follow us on Instagram at Hat Trick Podcast for any kind of news, updates, silliness, and all that other fun jazz. But yeah, guys, thank you so much. Hope you have a wonderful day, week, month, year, seconds.
That's right. And also,
any kind of time that you're spending.
So when the zombie apocalypse does happen, and I'm with you,
yeah. While
I empty my bag, and I'm just gonna empty my bag and just look directly in your eyes the whole time. just like, yeah, this is what I do. This is
what the
me.
Fuck, man. that's one vision. I don't want to.
Do you want to know a secret?
What?
I'm pooping right now.
Actually?
Yep. Because I'm always pooping.
All right, that's time.
See you later, guys.
Take it easy. Bye. Time.